Hi everyone, it's reasonably late on Thursday evening. Should be asleep, but just trying to finalise packing and everything else. Didn't do my 1 week to go video this blog this week. Very slack again, 2 weeks in a row. Again, excuse. I've got a good excuse this week, like I did last week. But this week's because my lovely partner and I had 2 days away on Monday, Tuesday, and we came home Wednesday just to get away from everyone. Went to a little isolated sort of 1 bedroom sort of bungalow type sort of thing, right off the grid, no phone reception or anything like that. And just to spend the time sort of together, just to tank up on a bit of love before we part ways. So all fast approaching. Tomorrow is the day we fly out. So we've only got about 4 days or 5 days left now till Monday, when we start the actual treatment process. How I'm feeling about all of this, I'm still probably mixed emotions. A little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, but to the most part I'm reasonably positive, or pretty positive. So trying to be sort of confident and happy within what's going on. I'm the sort of person that once I accept something and once I do something, whatever happens, happens. So if the treatment's brutal and I have a hard time, then that's what will happen. If I cruise through it and I'm really healthy and happy and I get to come home early, so be it as well. So I'm a bit of a neutral personality from that sort of point of view, which can sometimes be really useful. And then something like this it is, because the concerns around the treatment and anxiousness and anxieties and things like that sort of, to me, don't really come into play to the large degree. Feeling, as I said, feeling sort of reasonably okay. Know that I'm going to miss my lovely, who has been my rock for coming up to 20 years this year. We've been together, and the most we've ever spent apart was last year when I went to China for 10 days. So the idea of being apart for a month to 2 months is quite threatening and quite emotionally upsetting, to some degree, in the sense that we just, we're so used to being in each other's space and loving each other and sort of things like that. So that's probably going to be one of the hardest things to sort of deal with. I mean, we'll Skype each other and keep in touch and sort of things like that. But outside of that, it's, there's something that you miss in having someone to cuddle. There's no question about that at all. So that's going to be hard. On the upside is, as I said, I'm getting to hang out with my son. There's not many people who have the opportunity to spend a month alone with their son in a foreign country. 18-year-old, full of life, and it should be fun. I reckon we'll have a good time and we'll enjoy all the aspects that there are to enjoy, because it's there, and that's what we'll do. So outside of that, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else I can say my emotions or where my emotions are at. All I can sort of say is that, this is a journey that I'm being willing to take, and I believe is the best approach for me personally. It's not for everyone, but for me, I'm confident that it's my best approach to get well, and to get the outcomes that I would like to have moving forward, so that I can one day be healthy enough to perhaps run again or to play soccer, which is one of my loves that I have done for many, many years. And the idea of running around a soccer field, enjoying myself is something that I'm sort of holding on to as my little get well thing. We all have our other little bits and pieces, but that's my little sort of heartstrings, sort of like, if I can hold on to that emotion and think about how I feel about that and how I can visualize myself doing that, then I can hope that will be the outcome that I get to achieve from this particular treatment, and that's what I wish. On another side, which is rather difficult, is I haven't actually told my parents about having this particular treatment because I didn't want to worry my mum and dad. I knew that they would be immensely stressed, extremely stressed about the idea of having a treatment along these sort of lines in a foreign country. Now, some people will judge me because of that. I felt it was the best thing to do for their well-being and their welfare. So I've elected to keep myself going overseas as something that they will not know about. So there's going to be a bit of deception going on there. There's no question about that. I don't live near my parents, so I'm sort of, my parents live in Queensland, I'm in New South Wales. I don't see a lot of them, only see them a couple of times a year. So we're sort of aiming that to the most part I can get the treatment and get through it and get well without them even realising that that's what's sort of gone on, and hoping that to be the case. As I sort of said, it's not to hide anything. It's really just, I believe, for their well-being. And everyone would sort of say, well, not everyone, but a lot of people will sort of say, I should be telling them because it's their right to know because they're my parents. I feel it's the best thing. I feel it's the best thing for them to not worry and not think about being concerned for me while I'm away. Outside of that, I think we're getting very close. As I said, almost packed. A few things to go to do in the morning, and we'll be off to Sydney. I'll put some updates, some photos onto our Facebook page. So our Facebook page, Marcus Beating MS. We'll have photos the same as our blog, Marcus Beating MS. Don't know if we'll have so many photos up there, but definitely they'll be up there on the Facebook page. And we'll keep everyone up to date, and we'll endeavour to do at least 1 to 2 blogs a week while we're away, depending on how well I'm doing. Outside of that, thank you everyone for watching, and I look forward to keeping you all up to date with what's going on days and how I'm coping with the whole process and how I move forward from this point of time. Okay, thanks. Bye.